Hi everyone, I'm Katrina Cabrera and I'm the aerial yoga instructor here at Key Body and Spirit. If you're wondering how I got started with this practice, it's a long journey for sure. I started practicing regular yoga because I had just had my only child and I was so stressed out because he was crying all the time. So I said, I need some peace, I need something for myself. That's why I tried yoga. How I got into aerial yoga is just purely by coincidence. I was running late for a yoga class and I didn't make it on time. And the person on the front desk said, we don't have any other classes for you to take except for an aerial yoga class. So I walked into the aerial yoga class not knowing what to expect, and I instantly fell in love. 6 years after, here I am teaching it. I hope you enjoy as well and you take the journey with me. Let me show you one. One of the best things about aerial yoga is that you can invert, just like an inversion table. And I'm going to show you right now how that goes. So usually, towards the end of class, we stand in front of the fabric, and then we put the fabric on our sacrum, and we go upside down like this. This is very beneficial for your spine. It decompresses the spine, and it also gives you a chance to stretch a very nice stretch. Another thing that I really like about aerial yoga is that we always do a fun circus trick at the end of the class. Basically, after warming up a long time with aerial yoga poses using the hammock as a prop, we do something really difficult, something really challenging, but also something that's fun and that makes you feel like a kid in the playground again. I'm going to show you one of those tricks right now. So this is what we call a single unsupported wind-up. What we do is we bring one leg in the hammock, we hold on the opposite side, so that's my right leg in the hammock and 2 hands on the left side. We turn to face the ceiling, arms go straight, and then the free leg that's on the floor goes up and over, and we pull up, and we come into this beautiful pose. That is what we call a wind-up. From here, we just come out, unwind, and ta-da, without being a circus professional, you can do circus tricks in this class. In aerial yoga, we also do some advanced tricks that make you feel like you can be a circus performer. I'm going to show you one of those tricks right now. This is called the straddle, where it starts from an inversion. So you go upside down, you hook your feet, you climb up, and you come into a straddle. This is one of the things that I like most about aerial yoga. It makes you feel like a ballerina or a dancer without professional training. It's really easy, and it's also easy to come out. From here, all we do is hold on to one side, come through the center, slide down, and voila, you're out. Those of you who are wondering what aerial yoga is really about, it's really just yoga, except that we use the silks so that we can stretch a little bit more. And I'm going to show you what I mean. The poses are very familiar. If you do regular yoga, for sure, you know what a high lunge is. Same thing in aerial yoga, except that your thigh is in the hammock. Same thing as well when you do warrior 2. Side angle. And we also reverse our warrior. One of my personal favorites is when we do tree pose in the hammock. So, aerial yoga can be quite a workout. If you're wondering, how do you work out your core in aerial yoga? Is it actually a workout or just yoga? Well, let me show you a few things that's very challenging, even just in the warm-up. We definitely plank, but it's not just an ordinary plank. We plank with one leg in the fabric. We can do a couple of leg exercises here, some mountain climbers, and finally, a full aerial plank where both legs are in, and you have to really hold your core in order for you to be able to stay in the pose. My personal favorite, crunches while doing plank. Knees to chest, knees to one elbow, and knees to the other elbow. Once you've done all of that, a very good child's pose is always good to relax your body. Hi again, everyone. Here's another aerial yoga trick for you. I'm going to show you how sometimes we do things in an open fabric. It seems really hard, but it's actually easy. I'm going to do shoulder stand in the hammock. Placing the fabric on my shoulders, I lay down, make sure my hair doesn't get in the way. I place my hands inside, bring my feet up to the ceiling, bring my feet against the fabrics, and lift all the way up. You can stay here with your feet there, or you can bring your feet together. And also, you can come into a plow pose, a plank pose, and a split, using the hammock to help you stretch. From here, it's very easy to come back in and to come out. Something that you can expect if it's your first time in class is to do a circus trick that doesn't look easy, but it's actually very manageable. This is one of our level 1, never done aerial yoga before tricks. It's called the thigh catch wind-up. As you can see, the thigh is completely covered with the fabric, and that distributes your weight and makes the fabric less pinchy. It's just like a wind-up with your arms high, lifting your free leg through, a little bit of a pull-up, and you end up in this kneeling position that makes it very manageable for you to do the trick. Through, turn the toes out, push into your right foot, left leg through, heels touch, toes wide.
Hey, Courtney, can you tell me a little bit about your professional training and your involvement in yoga and how you came to aerial yoga here today at Key Body and Spirit?
So I am a licensed physical therapist. I've been practicing for 12 years now. I started taking yoga classes back in high school, and I've taken them on and off all of these years. It was about 5 years ago that I started my 200-hour yoga teacher training under another yogi who was also a physical therapist. So my training has a very strong foundation in anatomy and alignment and injury prevention. And I originally had gotten into it for my patients as a way to offer them exercises in a comfortable place where they don't have to be concerned about maybe the trainer wasn't trained in a way that keeps certain illnesses in mind, like arthritis or osteoporosis. So originally that had been my main goal for the application, but I fell in love with it, and I found so many applications just for myself. So I decided to pursue a little further, and I tried aerial yoga and was just blown away at how much fun it could be and how liberating and how accessible even this style of yoga could be. For people who are intimidated by group classes or maybe getting up and down off the floor. So I just thought it would be another wonderful asset to the toolbox to offer people different ways to move, because movement is medicine.
Now, what would you say to people who are interested in trying aerial yoga, right? And who would you recommend it to for particularly your class, not in general?
So I think aerial yoga really could be for anyone. I think it depends on your comfort level with your body, but you're in a safe place here where we can definitely help you to work through that. There are certain contraindications to aerial yoga. People with vertigo issues or certain eye diseases or unregulated high blood pressure aren't really candidates for this type of yoga because of the inversions. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot of limitations. It's accessible for people with arthritis and range of motion limitations. In fact, we often use the hammock to kind of help lean into certain postures a bit more that you wouldn't be able to do when you were just on the floor, or kind of assist in certain poses. So it's more accessible than you think.
In regards to your professional and training in physical therapy, how do you see this as a medical tool, and who would it benefit? Like you were talking about spinal decompression and stuff like that. Would this help people with like bad posture? And if they were to come in to take your class, would that benefit them?
Absolutely. So I think all movement, all exercise, all strength training is definitely beneficial in helping to find your more optimal alignment of the spine, which is always going to prevent disease and prevent the onset of osteoporosis and different conditions like that. But particularly with the silks, you're adding a level of an assist, you're adding a handhold, you're adding a bit of a security in some of the positions. And you're in an environment with some of the best trained teachers here who can definitely accommodate each class to your specific comfort level and are super open to those conversations. So that adds a level of security to it as well.
Now, for the people who are watching this show, like if they were to come into class, like what would be the 3 mindset that you would ask them to come with to this class so that they would enjoy your class and learn something and possibly deal with some of the aches and pains that they may have?
So I would definitely say come with an open mind because there's definitely, it's a new practice. It's a new way of doing things. I can't quite compare this to anything else you've ever tried before. Try not to be so fearful that you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone, because even the first time I've taken the class, and even sometimes still when I take a higher level of class, certain poses and positions can be unnerving when it's new. But you have to have that trust in your teacher and yourself, and that communication that you'll always be put in a safe position that's going to absolutely minimize your risk of injury. And I would also say to come ready to have fun. This is a very upbeat studio. Everybody who teaches here loves what they do. They love to have a good time. They love to laugh. So don't come too serious. Come ready to have a really good time.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Courtney, for your time and pleasantness. So looking forward to see you guys come to Key Body and Spirit. We're located in the town of Great Neck, and hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. There's a lot of information that you can to learn about the Korean community through this YouTube system. So take care, guys.